Hello, you're in the office with Joseph Skoda. You ever hide behind a mask, a front, something, so people can't see the real you? Excuse me, let me take this off. Hey, I know a lot of us are battling the COVID-19 right now, and that gives some of us an excuse to wear a mask. Do you ever have to put on a mask to seize the day? To get out there so people can't really see the real you? Hey, a mask might be a drink, it might be a pill, could be even too much exercise, something, but where people don't see the real you. A lot of us have something to hide. Now we see Mr. Cool walking down the street with shades like this, or worse yet, behind their head like that. All wanting to be cool, all wanting to, I don't know, stand out, but often they're standing out from who they really are. All right. Now you're in the office with Joseph Skoda. And like I said, a lot of us are hiding the real us because we don't like ourselves. Why don't we like ourselves? Could be financially. A lot of us let others know, or we want to try to convince others that we're doing better than we are financially. Same as health wise. Even if we have a little punch in the middle here, we still want people to believe that we're healthy and strong and we can seize the day like any other time. What about up here? We look at up to certain people that always seem to have it together. We look at people despite the circumstances, despite where we have COVID-19 or something else going on in the world, they always seem to have that smile. Or maybe not a smile, but it may be stoic. Whatever it is, they always seem to have their act together. Now, a lot of us, and myself included, use humor a lot to distract from the stresses I have each and every day. That's kind of a mask. It's kind of a front. I'm not always happy. I'm not always smiling inside. So, think about what are some of the different masks that you have? Now, sometimes women have it easy. Most of them put on the makeup or do their hair differently, the eyeshadow, all of those kinds of things, so they can hide for a little bit throughout the day. Whether they're happy or sad, well, sure, we can see sad, but they feel good about themselves stepping out. What about us guys? We might not put on makeup, I hope not, but could be the sunglasses, could be the fancy hat. It's our own mask. It's our own disguise. Maybe it's working. It does give us confidence. Don't get me wrong at all. I put on certain kind of a hat or a cap. It can give me a little bit of confidence to feel a little bit better, to be a little bit stronger, if only for a short time. But some of the issues that I have, and most people I believe have, are deep scars from hurts, habits, hang-ups. What are some of your hurts, habits, hang-ups? A parent not there? A spouse leaving you? Now, I'm laughing, but those are serious issues. What about going to jail, losing a job, getting into a car accident? Some of those habits could be closet drinking when no one knows what's going on. Now, for a while, we can fool people. Sure, we can. We can fool some people some of the time, or all people. Anyways, we can't fool everyone forever. And maybe that's good in some ways because that's why we look for new people to talk to, so they don't know the real us. And that's like intimacy with a friend, with a partner, whatever it is, when you let your guard down, when you take the mask off, take the makeup off, and you bare your soul. Now, I don't know if any of you have ever had a heartbreak, but that's perhaps the worst pain anyone can ever feel. When someone you bared your soul to, bared your soul, told your deepest secrets, kind of betrayed you, kind of left you, kind of said, who cares? Didn't take it seriously, didn't take you seriously. These are scary times, and we often go outside with the mask, and sometimes the masks change from time to time. It could be a hat, like I said. It could be a certain kind of mask. Sometimes you're rushing and hurry and you'll put on any kind of front, even if it doesn't match your personality. Again, we can blame the COVID scare, the pandemic right now, so we can cover up and no one has to see the real us or understand or even listen. And that also gives us an excuse. I don't have to listen to you. Oh, I'm sorry, your mouth is muffled. I didn't understand. Or, oh, I'm in a hurry because I don't want to be more than, closer than 6 feet or whatever that is. Sometimes we make excuses why we're not listening, why we're not changing, why we're not empathetic, right? Woe is me. I have my own problems. I'm sorry for you, but I'm dealing with my own stuff now. You and I always have stuff. We're going to have stuff tomorrow, next week, next year. But isn't it important to let someone else vent a little bit and release some of their stuff so they can feel better? Now, don't be the punching bag. Don't take everyone's guilt and problems and issues. We have to vent also. We have to find time to vent someone we can bare our soul to, even if later on we feel we have to put that mask back on because of betrayal or something else going on in our lives. You and I know that life isn't perfect. You probably had 2 or 3 jobs or more in your lifetime. Maybe you went to school, maybe you didn't. Maybe you dropped out of school. We don't always get the best grades we want to. Our first love isn't always our last love, for instance. And so we just don't know. We're going through this journey of life, and we're trying to discover ourselves. Now, you teens and you people in your 20 out there, yeah, you're trying to discover yourself. But realistically, in our 30s, 40s, 50s, and so on, we often reinvent ourselves. We've had this career, time to move on to another career. We've had this relationship, time to move on to another relationship. We lived in this city, now we move to another city. We're reinventing ourselves. Maybe not rediscovering, but we're trying something new. And I'm sure you heard the term before, fake it till you make it. Well, we were teaching that a lot in network marketing and business classes and other things like that in the 80s and 90s, and it holds true today in some aspect. But when you humble yourselves, when you're a little more honest with yourself, when you're signing up a new potential business partner and say, hey, I'm doing this also, but this looks really good to me, and let me just show you what I'm learning and what I'm growing to be, and come join us. Let's do it together. It's not easy to humble yourselves. It's not easy to be real. It's not easy to let people inside of your heart, your home. And that's okay. We do need to be a little cautious, of course. And we don't want to tell everyone our story right away. I commend a lot of people. In the last several weeks, I've been interviewing people that have strokes, who struggle with different addictions, who have things going on in their lives. And the younger ones, I met one young female who's been, bare her soul and told us what was going on in her life. And her first stroke was at 18. But it's usually people that have those dramatic experiences, an illness, a sickness, an addiction, something that almost hit rock bottom, where they can be real. They can be real. So what's stopping you and I from being real? We don't have to hit rock bottom financially, spiritually, physically. But sometimes it helps, I guess. Sometimes it helps. You and I need to stop hiding behind a mask. Now, even here's one of my favorites. I'm not a cop, but God bless our cops. They got one of the toughest jobs in the world. Now, being military, I think I had the toughest job, but all of our first responders, the ambulance, the policemen, even security, EMTs, doctors, firemen, we need to support them. We need to help them. Those jobs are tough. And they don't make that much money. I know I didn't make that much money in the military. Very frustrating because I was out there in harm's way or places unknown quite a bit. during my career. Hey, nothing's perfect, no job is perfect, but find a way to serve others and help each other. And how dare you, or if you know someone, bashing our police? Are you kidding me? Yeah, we have bad police. Yes, we have bad military. Yes, we have bad leadership. You want to be part of that bad or part of the solution? You can't have it both ways. We need to constantly build people up. Now, if someone's using their authority on us over and over again and bashing us and making us feel bad, just follow the rules and see your due day in court and do it the right way. An eye for an eye, a tit for a tat, all those kind of things. Yeah, I can understand that a little bit. And none of us needs to be beat up on or abused, or even if we feel that way. And sometimes we're being abused and the abuser don't even know it because we haven't had that open conversation. Years ago, I had a good friend of mine, and she used to say, "Oh, I don't know, you're too slow, you're overweight, you don't know how to dance, you know, all these things about me all the time." It didn't bother me so much till someone else brought it to my attention. Hey, why do you let her talk to you that way? Why is she always putting you down? Why? And it didn't bother me, like I said, until it was brought to my attention. So I asked her, I says, why do you keep talking to me that way? I'm a good guy and whatever those things are. Now, we weren't dating, we're just friends. And here was the answer she gave me. Because you let me do it. Because you let me talk to you that way. Why don't you stand up for yourself? And not necessarily defend yourself, but have more confidence to tell me to stop. Boy, that took me back by surprise. What does that mean? Have more confidence. How you to stop? Shouldn't you just know not to bash other people? And quite frankly, if we weren't friends, I'm sure she would have never done that. She's a close friend of mine, but she had me thinking that I come across some ways as a pushover. That maybe I'm wishy-washy in my thinking. That maybe I can't stay the course. That my mind wanders too much. So I had to humble myself. I think I thanked her. I actually thanked her because she told me what were some of my character issues. Don't we want someone like that that's going to build us up even though they're tearing us down at the moment, but to help us learn, relearn, reinvent our character? Yeah, I'm going to challenge you with that today. Reinvent your character. Don't run off and just grab any mask. For instance, I can run out the door and put this hat on. See this hat? Veteran. But look, what does it say above veteran? Woman veteran. That's my girlfriend's hat. Not mine. Not mine. But sometimes we want to cover up so quickly, so fast, we don't care what we're grabbing. As long as it's not the real us. We want to hide the real us, and why are we doing that? You and I were created by the ultimate God, and each one of us created to be unique, and every one of us has a talent, a skill. Even if you're born without an arm or a leg or some illness, there's something up in here God gave us we can work with. Hey, I don't have the answers. I'm still trying to figure out some of the talents I have, and I have some good talents, but I don't remember what they all are. I just want to encourage you to take that mask off. Stop hiding. Find out who you are. I'm not saying don't wear makeup. I'm not saying don't cover up if you're sick or have a cold. I'm not saying anything. It's okay to wear hats and sunglasses and all those kind of things and dress a certain way. Make sure it's you. Seriously. Just make sure it's the real you. Or people know the real you. Even if it's being silly, and I can be silly sometimes. Let people see the real you. Come out. Share. Pray. Celebrate one another's differences and diversity. And life really is great. It's a decision you and I have to make each and every day. Have a great day, and you're in the office. I'm just saying, be careful which mask you put on, and try not to put on any. Have yourself a great day. I look forward to working with you and reaching out in the future. Feel free to leave comments. Hey, that's what it's all about. Sharing, inspiring, empowering. Have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye now.
In New York, so his job is very hectic, and he realized that it is necessary for him to go and finally take a vacation. But he went on a vacation without planning out the details, and wasn't able to truly enjoy where he went because he had to think about so many things that he didn't plan for. Instead of enjoying his time away from work, he came back with more stress that he was not able to take full advantage of his vacation. But this year, a coworker suggested him to try World Ventures this time to make his vacationing more enjoyable and less stressful. They do not require you to plan anything outside of your transportation, which is also available at discounted rates. Your stay, your transport, and many meals are planned by the club. John liked the idea very much. He tries World Ventures, and his experience with the club was amazing, as he made many friends there with whom he had a great time. John recommends that everyone should try this club, as they are the best in business. See how the VIP-vacation-club.com can give you the right experience without all the hassle. Enjoy the VIP experience that only World Ventures provides.
Experience the power of Power X. Fresh.
Perfect.
Hello, everyone. You're in the office with Joseph Skoda. Yeah, I'd like to think my office is at the beach today, but it's really not. It's really not. I can imagine and remember those days that I was able to frequent the beach and, quite frankly, the Bahamas here when I wanted to. And that's what I want to talk to you a little bit about today is obviously things have had to close. COVID-19 scare, whatever it is, right now, terrorism and riots going on everywhere. So businesses are even afraid to open up. And we get it. I don't get why all this fighting's going on, but I understand why businesses are closing. They're just trying to stay safe. So maybe your favorite restaurants close, and I know the movie theaters still are, and bars are taking a long time to open up. There goes my happy hour. So often we just get scared and don't know where to go because things are shutting down. Or actually, let me quite frankly, they're opening up and now they're shutting down again due to things going on in our environment and how society is and our communities reacting to everything. And I want to encourage you, want to challenge you to not shut down yourself. Hey, I get it. A lot of us are teleworking from home and not going into work on a regular basis. And it is sad if you have friends, family, loved ones, especially in the senior centers where you can't go around and hug them or be close to them. And those are challenging and very hard and difficult times. And we often shut down ourselves. Well, if I can't talk to who I want to, if I can't eat where I need to, if I can't enjoy happy hour, hell with the rest of the world. I don't care anymore. Please don't shut down. Our community needs us to step up and step out, even if you have to wear a mask from time to time. And whether you believe you have to wear it or don't have to wear it, there might be a time and place where it would be very appropriate to have one nearby. Now, don't be sheep. Don't just believe and follow everyone blindly without doing your own research. Quite frankly, the media is telling us how we're supposed to act. They're telling us that you need to be afraid of this, you need to watch out for that, you need to hide and conform. The only thing we need to conform to is being American citizens and having pride back in our country. That's what we need to conform to. We need to conform to our Bill of Rights. We need to conform to the Ten Commandments, I believe. We need to conform to being American citizens. And if you don't want to, get out of here. We don't need you. But that's not the point. The point is, sure, our country's been built on immigrants and will continue to be so forever and ever, I imagine. So you and I, we can't shut down. We have to continuously lead the way and not be afraid of everything around us. Yeah, quite frankly, these are scary times. They're very challenging times, and there's a good reason to have fear. But if there's enough of us that bond together arm in arm, if there's enough of us that stand up for what's right, if there's enough of us that aren't just going to bow down to the masses, then we can change things. We can change perspective. We can have people thinking and communicating again, rather than the screaming matches back and forth the aisle, rather than this intimidation issues, rather than I'm better than you, or you have to be submissive, or you have to kiss my... Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. No one needs to kiss you or anything. And if a politician does wrong, a police officer, a teacher, anyone does wrong, despite your nationality, your race, your religion, if you and I have done wrong, we need to be brought up, checked. Not to say we're all going to go to jail for the rest of our lives, but we need to be checked. And that's okay. And we need to follow authority. You don't have to agree with any of that stuff, but you need to follow the rules to stay out of trouble. And if you're getting in a cop's face, yeah, that cop should take you down with whatever force he needs to. That's his job, is to protect the rest of us. Their job is to protect the rest of us. Come on now. Stop this nonsense defunding the police. That's stupid. That's just stupid. Yeah, we have some bad eggs there and some bad eggs even in the military. We do. But we can be better than that. We cannot shut down. We have to stand up strong and stop being intimidated by these terrorist groups coming in and telling us how we're supposed to act, how we're supposed to feel, what we're supposed to say. Are you kidding me? You be proud of who you are. You be proud of where you came from. You be proud, or do something where your parents should be proud that you made something of yourself. Come on, if you broke the law, you need to go down. You need to pay for it. But I'll tell you one thing, if we broke the law and we paid whatever we had to pay, then leave us alone. Every one of us has made mistakes. Every one of us sins. All of us have done things we shouldn't have done. And some of us had to pay some heavy prices for those. And I believe in second, third chances. I do. Fourth and fifth, not so much. Especially if it's the same mistake. But we hear all the time people being pulled over, arrested 10, 20, 30 times and let go for whatever reason, and causing the same or similar things and causing more trouble and havoc. And you're going to give them the benefit of the doubt again? No, that's stupid. That is stupid. Someone's been wrong over and over. Yeah, we can blame, oh, I was brought up this way, or I was there and I experienced this other thing and someone threatened me. Okay, maybe I didn't live your life. I had my own issues growing up and even today. But we're still responsible for our actions. You and I still have to stand up for what's right, despite even if our family is doing what's wrong all the time. We have to face them and step up and say, I'm not following you. That's stupid. That is stupid. Come on, aren't you want to be the man or woman that God wants you to be? Hopefully your parents and your family want you to be that strong person also. But regardless, step up to the one who created us and let's do right by him. And you know what a blessing is? A blessing is when someone does something for us. A blessing is when someone buys our lunch, or someone cuts our grass, or someone's just being a friend. That's a blessing. And you and I can be blessings for other people. That's what it's all about, is serving each other. Not bowing down to anyone. That's stupid. You only bow down to God Almighty. But to truly serve and love and show compassion for one another and the issues, I only know my own issues and what I've observed, but I only live this. But don't get me wrong, none of us are stupid. Some of us see certain things other people don't see. I get that. I overlook things that I don't realize are going on. Trust me, I get called out from time to time. And that's okay. How else are we going to learn? But that's opening up a dialogue. That's having an honest conversation without getting in someone's face, without threatening them, without cussing or swearing or raising our voice too much. If you and I spend more time just listening to what's really going on around us, whether we agree or don't agree, that is a step in the right direction, isn't it? Just having someone listen to what's bothering us, listen to what fears we may have, listen to, I know these people are no good and I don't know how to get out of it. Come on, don't shut down. Don't shut down this communication. Don't let the media tell you how to act. Don't buy in all these groups. They're not doing any of us any good. You should know what's right from wrong. If you're doing wrong, you better get your butt out of there and make it right. Don't knock people over or steal their packages in the mail or loot stores. Are you freaking kidding me? Is that what your parents brought you up to be? Well, they should go to jail as well as you should go to jail and pay the price. We are responsible for our own actions and need to stop blaming other people. Get into positive groups. Get into a church group. Get into something that lifts you up. There's way too much negativity around us, and we let it dictate how we're going to live our lives. Don't be that person. Don't let other people dictate how you're going to live your lives. You want to wake up with a smile, wake up with a smile. But wake up with a smile for a good reason. Don't wake up with a smile because you took advantage of someone, because you stole something, because you took it to the man. Wake up with a smile because you're doing the right things, always. And you're working on that integrity. And like I said, we're all sinners. We've all made mistakes. We've done things that hopefully we regret, but we can't live in the past. And we can't live in our parents' past or our grandparents' past. We have to live today. What are we doing today to make life better for us and our loved ones? Are we still living with that bitterness? Are we still living with that chip on our shoulder? Are we still living in a society that we're afraid to go out and voice our opinions? Come on, if you and I are going for a job, if we had the same criteria or the same educational experience, whatever it is, that's a tough decision. But we need to hire the right people for our job. Despite any of the other stuff, hire the right person for a job. And don't feel intimidated. You have to hire this person because they're a minority. Or you have to hire this person because they're white. Or you have to hire. Stop that. Hire the best person for the job. Hire the best person. You made a mistake, you have to be willing to admit you made a mistake and go back and hire the other person. But don't feel guilted into something. Don't feel intimidated into something. Don't stop doing what's right. Because when we start hiring substandard workers, I'm sorry, I'm going to say substandard workers, and they're making us look bad, bringing our companies down, don't even care about the job to begin with, then you deserve what's coming to you. I'm sorry I said that. Probably didn't come out right. And I hate to say substandard work. There's a lot of people who are trying real hard to do the job right and get things together. And I'm all about giving them a chance and opportunity and proper training. Because regardless of who we hire for different positions, I understand we want to hire some people going to, hit the floor running. We have to in some situations. In others, we have a little time to train them properly. And you and I, if someone hires us and wants to take a little time to train us to do the job the way they want it, don't have an attitude. Don't say, well, I do it this way or this is good enough. Don't have a freaking attitude. Come on, someone's giving us a job, someone's giving us an opportunity, someone's giving us a chance to step up and do something different, and you're going to have an attitude? Hey, most of our bosses are old cranky people. At least they were when I was growing up and going through that chain. Okay, let it go. Become a better you. Become the best you that you can be. Wake up with a smile for the right reasons. Once again, I just want to encourage you one more to not shut down. Do not close down. I don't care how many stores or businesses are, and it's sad, some are going out of business because of all this. And don't blame it on COVID-19 directly. Look at what's really going on in this world. And there's a reason the economy's shutting down. Come on. Don't be so naive to what's really going on in this world. And this diversity stuff, or it's not diversity, just the opposite, causing issues between the races and other stuff, that's all part of a plan. Don't fall into that plan. Anyway, that's enough for me. You can look up things yourself. You look it up on Facebook and YouTube or wherever else you find us. But, these are my opinions. Some are facts. Look them up for yourself. But don't shut down. Don't give up. Be all that you can be. Leave me comments down below and let me know what you want to hear in the future and how we can have a dialogue, a respectable dialogue, or we can come together and even unite us like we've never been before. Anyways, you're in the office with Joseph Skoda. I encourage you to ensure that you have yourself a great day. Over and out. Let's have some fun out there and be safe.